Weekly news roundup on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Today is the 10th of September 2023. Remember guys to like, share, comment and follow. So guys, Zimbabwe is seeking to change Sadc's statutes and guidelines on elections after the Sadc Election Observer Mission SEOM criticized the country's 2023 Harmonized Elections. Speaking to SABC recently, presidential spokesperson Joy Charamba suggests that key decisions regarding the SEOM are currently being made by an individual, a situation he described as untenable. Charamba said, when you have a process that creates a head of state, a government that creates war and peace, does it make sense to leave one man in charge? We must use the weaknesses we have seen in this mission to set things right in Sadc. Writing on X, formerly Twitter, Charamba said, when Zimbabwe assumes the Sadc chairmanship position next year, we push for changes to the status quo. He wrote, those countries now look forward to Zimbabwe using its host and chair status to challenge this war tradition of one leader who happens to chair on an arm of an Sadc organ, exclusively determining an observer mission to an electoral process of sovereignty. Sadc members, my hunch is that this might be changed in Harare next year, which makes sense. You can't leave so critical midwifery process to the whims of one leader, a process which can make or break peace in a country, which produce a war president, a war government, a war parliament of any Sadc nation state. Since the COM released its preliminary report on August 23 Harmonized Elections, ZANU-PF singled out former Zambian Vice President and COM head Nevas Mumba for criticism. The COM report said the elections were not free, fair and credible, and did not meet regional and international standards. UK-based lawyer and human rights advocate Brighton Matebuka was quoted by Newsday as saying ZANU-PF spectacularly failed to isolate Mumba. He said the absence of the majority of Sadc heads of state from Mnangagwa's inauguration was a powerful diplomatic indication of the extent of the isolation he now suffers from the region owing to the shameless and shame election that he recently held. He added, publicly, Idi Mnangagwa and his regime were desperate to present a fait accompli or a business as usual image of a juggernaut marching on crushing anything in its path, but privately, the gesture undertaken by Sadc would have hit home. Sadc carefully choreographed the rebuffs in order to signify the seriousness of the situation and to communicate to the regime that it was not backing down or throwing COM and Dr. Mumba under the bus. Matebuka said the absence of the Sadc chair of the organ on politics, defense and security, Hakainde Hichilema, Sadc's immediate past chairperson and Namibian President Hage Geingob, and Sadc chairperson President Jaco Lourenço of Angola from Mnangagwa's inauguration showed that there was coordination among Sadc leaders. He said that absence clearly suggests that diplomatic coordination took place and that the strategy of singling out Dr. Nevas Mumba when trying to undermine COM's report has backfired. Meanwhile, Hichilema, Sadc leaders should avoid calling each other names, especially when solving problems they created, calling it an abnormality. ZANU-PF has labeled Hichilema, who appointed Mumba to head the COM, a Western puppet. So guys, that's the latest here. And so Harare next year in August, wachange wachi try by all means without wachinji mitemo ya Sadc. And according to what George Aramba is saying here, that a single man cannot be the only person deciding on the elections, and there should be a lot of people, like 6 people or 12 people who can sit on the table. But you know what my elections are, and Ngari say, and so that try by all means to twist the guidelines of Sadc. Poacha zonke bakugadzwa Mnangagwa kuti ave chairman we Sadc, of which yesterday we did a video whereby wachamisa vakanyora a petition to stop this to happen next year in August. Pachisangana heads of state of Sadc, and so I'll be keeping you guys up to date with the latest on weekly news roundup on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. It's gonna be a war between CCC and ZANU-PF, this time a Sadc, because there are some other head of states of Sadc who are on the other side of Wachamisa and others are on the other side of ZANU-PF. So it means that they are split in the middle, but at the end of the day they shall have to meet somewhere somehow, and I hope they will find a common ground or a common solution to solve the Zimbabwean crisis, especially Panyadzima election, so that we won't have this kind of situation and at the same time we want Zimbabwe to move forward, not to like at the moment. And so guys, this is a weekly news roundup on Prince Millet TV. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, comment and follow. Bless up.